And joining us live here on India Today is Tamilnadu BJP Chief Annamali. Annamali, vanakkam. Thank you for joining us here on India Today. About 6 days ago, you had held a press conference in which you had alleged that Udayanidhi has earned and there's corruption to the tune of 2,000 plus crores. Now there's an audio tape allegedly of the Tamil Nadu Finance Minister talking about Udayanidhi earning 30,000 crores plus. What's your reaction to this alleged audio tape first?
Madam, for a person like me, it is not very shocking because we know the scale and extent of corruption in Tamil Nadu. And for our brothers and sisters across India, it will be a big shock. How can somebody make 30,000 crore? First family in about 2 years. That too, they came to power only now. But I'll take a minute to explain, madam. In our DMK files exposed, more than the assets. Assets are okay, madam. We have mentioned about they own 5,000 crore, somebody 2,000 crore. That's fine, madam. But the more important point that we raised in the DMK files is how the money laundering that happens with DMK first family in a big scale, how they use shell companies across the world to take money outside from Tamil Nadu, again bring that back into Tamil Nadu as a legal source of income. So we have named two companies. One is a Noble Steel, which our Honorable Chief Minister, when he visited Dubai, he signed an agreement for 1,000 crore. So we have raised two documents to say the Chief Minister's son, Udayanidhi Stalin, was a director of Noble Steel in 2009, and Udayanidhi Stalinji's close friend, Annamali, who's our education minister, was also a director of the same company in 2016. Both mysteriously resigned from the company. One more DMK MP called M.M. Abdullah is also a director, promoter of that company. And with that company, they signed an agreement for 1,000 crore, and the money hasn't come. So we are given examples how shell company. The second is the CM's son-in-law Sabrishan, how he runs a company in UK. In the same address, they have a company in which his co-director is a partner in St. George's Bank, which in turn is linked to one company called Westpac, which is involved in money laundering in African countries mostly. And the Australian financial regulators have flagged off Westpac for doing a lot of money laundering in different parts of the world. So they run a very sophisticated criminal syndicate. The money they make in Tamil Nadu is tightly controlled at the first family level. A group of auditors, they get every single document, they go through tender, and none of the ministers can issue any tenders on their own. And the money is collected by the first family, then the money goes out of the country. It comes back into the country, where the same money goes into Red Giant Movies, where Udayanidhi Stalin is promoter of that company, which has produced 60% of Tamil movies, which has released 60% of Tamil movies after DMK has come to power. They control the theatre, they control the production.
Sure. There are some points, Annamali, which Udayanidhi Stalin has tried to counter in the legal notice that he sent across to you. I'm sure you've read it. But one of the issues that you've raised with regards to Noble Steels, what he said essentially is that I've never been a director of Noble Steels. You've mentioned the ROC, which you show in the DMK files, which you showed in your press conference. The ROC says Noble Promoters Private Limited. Udayanidhi is saying you yourself have said it's Noble Promoters. How can you now claim it's Noble Steels? So he's alleging that there's no corruption or no question of his link to this company.
No, madam, it is one corporation. The names are Noble Alloy and Ferrous is one company, Noble Steel is one company, Noble Bricks is one company, Noble Promoters is one company. So the name can change depending on the transaction you make inside Tamil Nadu. The original promoter of the company, if you look at it, the gentleman, is also the same promoter in all of the company which comes in Noble Group. It's just a frivolous charge that is trying to make in the defamation notice saying, you mentioned orange, but that orange is bright orange in color. But this orange is little less orange in color. I belong to this orange. So it is just a tactical thing is doing. But the whole idea we are trying to make is the Noble Corporation in which one promoter is there. And these guys are partners in different group entities. And end of the day, this company is trying to come into Tamil Nadu, where the money which they claim is a legal money, white money is trying to come into Tamil Nadu, which will counter, madam. So all they have to say is what is the link they have to Noble Steel. Why one of the Rajya Sabha MP, M.M. Abdullah, is still a promoter in Noble Steel? And why, Anbil Mahesh, why did they resign? So why was he a director in the first place? Who wanted him to be a director? Why was he a director for a couple of months, then he resigned abruptly? So these are the answers. The moment you get the answers for this, then you get the complete picture of their operation. And not only that, for again, the Sabrishan, son-in-law of M.K. Stalin, we have got a very specific allegation linking him to one person, where both of them are co-directors in a UK company. And this guy is part of one money laundering firm which is flagged by many financial regulators. So they have to answer it, madam. On top of it, the first question you asked, the Tamil Nadu finance minister, off the cuff remark even makes that more than the 30,000 crore, what is more interesting, if you listen to the audio tape, he says, these guys are making more money in a year, in a month year, than what their grandfather made in a lifetime. Grandfather meaning it is Kalaignar Karnanidhi.
True.
What he made in the lifetime. Karnanidhi himself, we know, Sarkar corruption, scientific corruption, we know the extent of their money. So he says, in 1 month, 1 year, they are making the money what he made in a lifetime. So these are all not very simple charges, no, very serious charges. 42 hours later, we don't have a question. DMK had to respond, PTR has to respond, Udayanidhi Stalin had to respond, the son-in-law had to respond. So they believe they can do a media silence, media blackout in Tamil Nadu. They own about 4 channels, they own about 3 newspapers. They think they cannot talk and people forget it. But we believe corruption will be the single biggest issue in Tamil Nadu, which has to be debated at the public forum, madam.